that.
Okay,
But
so
it's just like when you write a WAEC, and you have a lot of papers you are writing, and the most important subject, which is mathematics and English, you have F, the rest are A's. But then you cannot get in any admission in
but at
every.
least there's something to be thankful for.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right. So I know you've been following politics for the past few days and then all of that. But at the end of the day, we are actually, looking at how the political arena is right now. What do you have to make of all of these? There have been so much attack. PDP
And counter attack.
attacking APC attacking PDP, and that sort of thing. Some persons are even saying, well, can't you see the handwriting on the wall, Nigerians? What do you have to say concerning all of this?
Well, when you come to election that are such as us, since 1999 to date, we have never had a election that is so tense, so people have enthusiastic approach to it than what we are having now, because of the realities we have faced today with regards to the current administration. I'm not surprised at the banters that are going on among the contenders, because these are what you get in a political set, especially when campaigns sets up. They would like to the market or belittle one another in order to reduce their vote. But nevertheless, these are the reason why we have peace accord, to reduce things like this. But as of today, we are having issues that pertaining to facts. If you look at what is being presented against the PDP candidate by his former aide, you will begin to wonder if actually we are a serious country. You understand? Just recent, we learned that the security operative, especially the DSS, are laying siege on Mefele CBN. I expected that similar, whether it's true or not, similar things should be laid on these people that, like the PDP candidates, where they have facts. The aide is presenting, I mean, the former aide is presenting a lot of facts with regards to some of the things that happen. Most importantly, the special purpose vehicle that we are containing some of the revelations from the whistleblower. So it leads to these banters, but I pray that it doesn't degenerate with regards to violence that often characterize our political
the thing, when it comes to a show of politics, what you may think that what you are classifying as facts may be something that at the end of the day may not be as factual as you may think. Because see, when it comes to political arena, there are some persons that will go all out to discredit some individuals that they are no longer, in line with, or even demarcate them at all
or
costs,
blackmail.
and blackmail. So we cannot hear from just one side and say, well, Atiku is completely guilty of all of that. These are just allegations being leveled against him. Now, the same allegation too also being leveled, or
Tinubu.
similar allegation being leveled against Tinubu when it comes to issue of
Drug,
money laundering
and the
and
drug.
that sort of things at the end of it all. Now, what do you think Nigerians should make of these things happening? Is it that
what I think is happening is that our institutions of government, especially law enforcement agencies, are not properly strengthened. If they are truly independent and they strengthen, these things they will sweep it, just like what we are having with regards to CBN governor and the rest. You don't begin to need a body language of certain authorities or thereabout. If you have atom of issues that are capable of disorganizing the system, you go for it and investigate. If there's any substance in it, you follow it up with a charge. You understand? Things that are presented are facts as far as I'm concerned. It lies on the accused, like in case of Atiku, to come out and debunk it.
Of course, yeah, he has debunked it a couple of times.
Is debunking through his aides, like Dino Melaye and the co. You understand? These are the things we don't want to be hearing in this campaign period. Just like you have APC candidate distributing questions at the Charter House to his aides. If there are issues that pertaining, that are bothering on the individual ought to come out, and clear the tensions, the things that are levied against him. You understand? The persons that is presenting these facts are not just bringing up or fabricating things. It's presenting pictures, presenting documents, presenting audio records.
This is a digital age.
It
Videos,
could be
photos can be
doctored.
doctored, and you cannot differentiate. There was a time we had a seminar, how to countering fake news and that sort of thing, and disinformation and
And how,
misinformation.
yes,
See, if you are not very learned when it comes to using certain app to identify the fakeness in some videos
and the
and
pictures.
pictures, you will believe anything you see. So that photos and videos are not enough evidence or facts to prove that the person has said the truth. But at the end of the day, the election is just 38 days from now. INEC continue to reassure Nigerians that the election we hold. A couple of days ago, we had an attack that happened in Enugu or Imo, yeah, on INEC facility. But at the end of it all, the assurance is coming. Don't you think that in spite of this, INEC, they seem to be, unrelenting, like they are not afraid of whatever it may be. But
They
there are
shouldn't. They
Nigerians,
shouldn't.
that if it continues like this, they will not go out on election day to vote. They have interest of voting, but they want to be sure of their safety and
The,
security.
the determination I see in the Nigerian people today, no matter what distraction you try to put in, they are determined to vote. Even in the far away like Imo State, where there's hardly any week that you don't have attack of unknown gunmen and the rest. You understand? You see people still trooping out en masse to INEC facilities, demanding for the collection of their PVC, irrespective of the tension. If maybe a person like me that come from the southeast, if I'm to consider some of the reports that are coming out from there, I wouldn't have traveled. But then when there, I saw a lot of persons, even people that came from abroad. It wasn't as being reported. But that does not take away the fact that there are issues. There are issues. Take, for example, what happened recently with regards to CU people's spokesperson at his hometown. You understand? If you still go to that local government as at yesterday, people are collecting their PVC. People are going about their business. You understand? So Nigerians are determined, no matter the shenanigans of the political arena, trying to create fear. It cannot stop people. People are very, very determined with regard to this election because it matters for our future. It's no longer the era where you come and create one tension, people will run away. You understand? Believe in me, closer to that election, you see that this pocket of issues we die down. I have confidence in our security forces to handle the situation. You understand? And we are using this opportunity, both in the umpire that organized the election, to encourage them to be steadfast. They should not be weighed down by pockets of insecurity or things that are happening to their facilities. We are encouraging them. We are solidly behind them as a people. They should not be deterred by these distractions. We will succeed. Nigeria will succeed.
Of course, we believe that wholeheartedly that Nigeria will succeed. You have your role to play, I have mine to play, and that sort of thing. But yesterday, still within the political space, Dogara, you remember Dogara, was saying that the northern Christians have actually, endorsed Atiku, Abubakar, and that sort of thing. And so many Nigerians are worried. How can he speak on behalf of millions of Christians in northern Nigeria?
He's not a lone ranger in that area. We also had Babacha Lawal, the former AGF, coming up to say that northern Christians are behind the Labour Party candidate. This is the era.
Dogara say Atiku.
That's what I'm saying now. Both of them are the people that express their misgiving with regards to Muslim ticket of APC because they belong to APC. Before now. Right. I don't know whether they are still in APC because they have not really declared the party, but they have declared the individual they want to support with regards to presidency. Any other one, I don't know. You understand? So they are not alone in this arena. If you recall, this is a political season. In political season, you see a lot of gimmicks. You see a lot of intrigues. You, as a Tiomari, you can decide now today and organize press and say the Nigerian youths are rooting for you and say, in fact, INEC must put your name in the ballot paper. It will sell. You will saw before the primaries how a lot of governors coming out to say Nigerian youths are behind them, actors are behind them, footballers are behind them. At the end of the day, so what happened? So these are the gimmicks you see in politics. A group of persons can gather themselves and claim that they are speaking on behalf of generality of others. Dogara is not only Christian in the north, or a Christian leader in the north. We have even it's not even a clergy to so to speak to say that he stand on behalf of the northern Christians, just like Babachi Alawa. You understand? So he's entitled to his opinion. But what will happen on the 25th of February is what we are waiting for. Whether what is said is what is applicable or otherwise.
All right, in case you just join us, you're listening to Jordan 93.9 FM Abuja. So right now, we'll go on a very short break, and when we return, we'll open the phone line so that you begin to add your voice and make your reactions to the political conversation we're having this morning. 38 days to the general election, 132 days more for President Muhammadu Buhari to become the former president. We'll continue our countdown, we'll continue to ensure that at the end of the day, do not just keep your PVC as any means of identity, but rather use that power of PVC to, add your voice, add your vote to the change. Trust me, like INEC has actually assured and reassured Nigerians that your vote will count. It's as important as that. All right. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a moment. Comrade Jerry catches in the studio, helping us to make sense of the topic of conversation this morning. NFM Abuja is People's Forum, and of course, the midweek edition we've been talking about so many political stories, driving conversation. The political arena is heated up than ever before. Like they will say in Europe, it's getting hotter than July.
Oh yeah.
So in Nigeria, they're saying it's getting hotter than February and March because, of course,
The,
that is when
the what they are dishing out on a daily basis with regards to politicking.
yeah. Okay, so it's time for us to open the phone line so that you can add your voice to the conversation. 07050863939. Okay, that's the number to call. Sorry, our WhatsApp will not go through this morning. So you can try and call us. This single line is what we'll be going through. 07050863939. Okay. And when you call, try as much as possible to turn down the volume on your radio set so that we can have a comfortable conversation. But comrade, you see the way the political arena is, we're talking about over 93.5 million Nigerians, or 93.46 million according to INEC data, because they registered close to over 53,000 persons after the claims and objections. Do you think that the youth will be the determining factor?
Oh yes.
Of
Not
this
do I
election?
think that is what will happen. The interest shown by the Nigerian youth with regards to this election is overwhelming, especially after the what happened in 2020 with regard to NSAS protests. You understand? And inflation that we are experiencing today and insecurity. You see people that have never voted before are showing interest to vote. You know.
Right. Let's go to the phone line. Hello, good morning. Okay, call us back if you can. I hope our lines are not acting up this morning. 07050863939. Add your voice to the political stories that we are talking about today. The fight continue, the dirty fight in the political water in Nigeria, because we're just counting down how many days more to the election, 38 days more. And of course, coverage just said that the youth will be the determining factor.
Oh yes.
But the fact is, there is a possibility that some of them will vote not based on the conviction that they have, but based on who is going to give them some money, because many youths are unemployed, they do not have.
But there's something important you said, when you were introducing the program today. You talked about a bag of rice. Whether it will be sold to you because you know so person at that so rock, or because you belong to so tribe, or because you worship or belong to so religion. You understand? Or you go to filling station to buy fuel.
Let's go to the phone line. Hello, good morning. Morning, sir. Name and location. Welcome, Ismail. Which point are you agreeing? Because Tinubu says so many things about article. Is it the one that I said that is about to privatize Nigeria? Hmm. Hmm. Thank you very much. We appreciate you straight to the point, and you made your very valid contribution right there. And at the end of the day, many people they have this feeling that Nigerians are wiser than ever.
Oh
That
yes.
even if you want to buy their vote, you may
They,
give them money and they will vote who they want to
oh
vote.
yes,
You
even the
know,
politicians are aware of this. Thank God to the social media and the media stream that are educating and informing Nigerians on a daily basis. So that has helped to enlighten our people, even in the rural areas.
zero.
I'm surprised I got home. People I never expect to are trying to do a sensitization to are the one that are sensitizing me.
Truly, okay, in your community when you went home,
Yes,
you see.
telling
So,
me what is happening, around the locality, and the impact they are feeling,
and they need to
and
vote.
the need.
Hmm. Hmm. So you can even see that even in rural communities, people have this feeling that it appears like there is much confidence in INEC than ever before.
Yes, because of their
And you know,
performance at Ekiti,
and
Anambra,
and you
and
know,
the recent elections.
a couple of days away from now, INEC will start, text running the beavers,
Beavers, yes.
ahead of the general election to be
Yes.
sure that they will not witness any kind of glitches.
Yes, and I have confidence in INEC too. Even though that there's no perfect organization or what have you, you understand, it's a work in progress.
Right.
But nevertheless, apart from the confidence and faith, one can say that Nigerians have. Nigerians are determined, whether INEC are getting it right or not. They are determined to enforce, to ensure that the right things are done.
Hmm. All right. Hello. Good morning. Morning. Name and location. All right, Mr. Bankole, you're welcome to the program. Where in Kaduna State are you calling from? Okay, welcome.
Mm, 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 mm.
All right.
Uh,
Okay. Thank you for your point, Mr.
mm,
Bankole. We appreciate
mm,
you all the way from
mm.
Kaduna. It's like saying,
Any
but
campaign of
Tinubu,
calumny,
yeah,
such persons should be disqualified. These are the reason why the
there
likes
was
of
a peace
Abu Sal,
accord.
yes, yes, push for peace accord. To see that campaign will be issue based without attacking
And
each other.
even yesterday, the former president, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, was very worried about the negative
Attacks,
energy.
energy they are showing
This is
against
not
each
what
other.
Nigerians want to hear. Nigerians want to hear what you will
Solutions to
do.
our problems.
Exactly what you will do in the
Practicals,
health
what you want to
sector,
do.
in the education sector. What will you do to revamp the economy? What will you do to tackle the insecurity situation, which will even be the number one? Because if there is no security of lives and property, any other thing you're doing
Is
is
a counterfeit.
Hmm. Hello, good morning. Morning, sir. Welcome, Prince Dike.
Prince, a very good morning to you. My brother, Happy New Year.
Yes, sir. Mm.
Oh yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. At the university for over 7 years. Hmm. All right.
Prince, which one is water
Okay.
now?
Yeah, for sound of your points, Prince DK. Hmm.
Please use parliamentary language. Oh. Mm.
No, we're not saying it's bad. Yeah,
We are
adding
trying to know
local flavor
what the
to
meaning
it.
of water.
All right. You are even yeah. Thank you very much, Prince DK. Yeah, answering the coverage knows the meaning very well. At the end of it all, you know. But
How can you accuse me on Ed and know the meaning of what he just
well,
said?
it's
Okay,
a
if you know,
Nigerian slang in
if
the
you know,
football
you can
in
let
the
me know.
football arena, and many Nigerians they are very familiar with that and that sort of thing. But these are vital issues we should consider. Why are we still talking about same issues
Mm.
over and over
Every four
again?
years we repeat the
You
same
know,
thing.
in developed countries, you
Mm.
don't campaign with basic amenities. You don't campaign with
It's
electricity.
a necessity. It's a right. It's
Back
not something that you say they do by privilege.
back to the phone line. Hello, good morning. Morning, name and location. Welcome, Mazin.
A very good morning to you, Mazi. Mago. Oh yeah. Mm.